The impacts of the government shutdown are being felt across the country. Millions of Californians are at risk of not getting their federally funded food assistance. The executive director for the County Welfare Directors Association of California joins me now, Carlos Marquez III. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Ashley.
Carlos, with 5.5 million Californians relying on these food assistance benefits, what can they basically expect this upcoming month?
Well, we are usually in the role of reassuring people about the continuity and accuracy of their benefits. These are core safety net programs. After all, they're some of the greatest tools that we have as a state to fight and reduce poverty. But we need to sound the alarm as the administrators of these programs at this moment in time, because the consequences are significant, not just for recipients, but for the broader economy. And so there are really, I think, three things we want to share with your viewers and those who rely on benefits. Number one, that they are entitled to back benefits even if there is a disruption or delay in November benefits, which looks imminent at this point given the inaction of the federal government. Two, that throughout the month of November, if they have a remaining balance on their EBT cards, they should feel free to use those benefits, use that card in November if they have anything carried over from October. And then three, if folks are looking to still apply for CalFresh benefits, we are encouraging people to continue to apply. And if they're eligible, those benefits will eventually be issued to them and to their families when the federal government reopens. We really want to make sure folks understand what's at stake here.
For those who don't directly benefit off of this program, what are the ripple effects outside of this, essentially?
They're significant, and for folks, for individuals, for families who've never had to rely on public assistance, they may not realize the incredible impact on the economy that the loss in benefits actually triggers. 25,000 retailers in California are authorized as SNAP authorizers. These are grocery stores and sometimes even restaurants that are going to lose revenue. 175,000 jobs are generated based on SNAP and CalFresh revenue on an annual basis. $23 billion in economic activity, and that's because for every dollar that a recipient spends on their EBT card on food, it's $1.50 that it produces for economic impacts. So the impacts are significant and go beyond these individuals. But these are folks who are seniors. These are people who have disabilities. These are children. 60% of folks who rely on CalFresh are working. And so these folks may very well be your neighbors. And we want to make sure people understand they can go to cafoodbanks.org and identify a food bank in their community to donate to at this time.
All right. Carlos Marquez III, we really appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
Thank you.